Didn't I tell you was going to need them? I said you were going to need them, right? I said it. I said when the playoffs come, you're going to need them. That's what I said. Big time win for them boys, 91-90. The Knicks go up 2-0 in the series. Mikal Bridges, 14 big points in that fourth quarter and a big time block on Tatum. Send them boys packing. Knicks up 2-0 in the series. I said you were going to need them. I said it. I said it. That you were going to need them. Everybody destroying this guy way back months, weeks ago. I told you were going to need him. I said that. Only here on the LV Live show did you hear that. I said you were going to need him. Look at what this guy has done. Back-to-back playoff games. In the fourth quarter in winning time. Snatching the victory from their hearts. We got the champs backpedaling. We got them in trouble. We got them in the corner. We got the champs. We got them. But that's all because of Mikal Bridges, man. Mikal Bridges, big. 14 big points. A block at the end. A strip yesterday. Last game, excuse me. Knicks are up 2-0 in this series, man. What's going on, man? Who's rocking with me tonight? Who's rocking with LV Live tonight? Big time win for them boys. All the haters, everybody up there talking crazy about us like we can't win it. We up 2-0 on the champs. What's going on, everybody, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Do you believe, man? Do you believe? Oh, man. Do you love this team? Do you love this team? Listen, everything is great in this city when the Knicks are winning, right? Always. No better feeling, man. No better feeling. Let me go up here and let's say what's up to my crew, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Jay Supreme, what's going on, man? I see you. What's shaking, man? Hope all is well with you. I appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Vibes. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big Task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. J Deals. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. All my homies coming through, rolling through right now. Gravity. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. BQ from BK. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Oh, man. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? This feels eerily similar to last game, right? Back-to-back games where the Knicks erase a 20-point deficit. It's just passion, man. Passion and the want to. Qatar Warrior, man. I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. It's my first time seeing you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. Qatar Warrior. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Back-to-back comeback victories, right? We're down by 20. And throughout this game, guys, you know, as I'm watching this game and I'm seeing Boston play, and I'm like, yo, we could beat these guys. We could beat these dudes. And I'm just watching because we were making mistakes ourselves. Like, we didn't play well offensively. We didn't. That's another issue I'm going to touch on too. But they weren't like that much better than us. And so as I'm watching the game, I'm like, yo, they're beating us because we're making bad mistakes. Like, offensively, we just, once again, I'm going to talk about that later. So that's how they're able to get up on us. Disc Rover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Knicks go up 2-0 in the series. 91-91. The Big Cat, 21.7, 17 rebounds for the Big Cat. So it was like we were shooting ourselves in the foot, right? I was like, as long as we get some stability offensively, because defensively, I thought we were playing great. I thought we were playing really good defensively. I thought we were rotating well. Switching is beautiful now for us. Getting out of that drop has changed everything. I said it on this show. I said it over there. Big shouts to my man Ant over there, Knicks Nation. I said it on his show. I said we got to stay out the drop. Stay out the drop. Stay out the drop. Everybody out here is saying it, but LV was saying it here first. You know this. We got out of that drop. That switch changes everything. So for me, defensively, I thought we were sound. Right? We were forcing them into bad shots. They were missing shots. We were rebounding. We just couldn't execute. And then that fourth quarter, Mikal Bridges coming down, hitting that mid-range. And then I'm hitting another fall away. Then him getting a couple of those threes in transition, knocking them down. And then Brunson hitting that corner three when Josh Hart got the offensive rebounds. I said, okay, here we come. Here we come. And you could see Boston started getting a little tight, man. You could see that. It was at one point, man, we went on like a 17-2 run at one point in that fourth quarter. You could tell Boston, they just didn't have it because defensively we were there with them. That wasn't the issue. We just had to make shots. And then here comes the captain, right? That one-legged fall away on Drew Holiday was beautiful, man. And then when he got the rebound, he took it to the rack, finishing at the top, right over Horford. That was beautiful. When we got the lead 87-86 because of Brunson's fall away, I said, we got these boys. We got these boys. They let us hang around. And what I'm noticing now about Boston is that spread out stuff, that offensive stuff, that those threes, man. That's not basketball, man. That's not real hoops. That's really, really bad basketball. And you can see it. Anybody knows this is just regular hoops. Anybody play ball, anybody rec ball, whatever. It's a lower percentage shot you shooting a three. That's a low percentage shot, right? Higher percentage is taking it to the rack. That's what was helping them. But they fell in love with the three-pointer. But it's fool's gold in a sense because no one over there is Steph Curry. No one over there is Klay Thompson. You guys can knock it down, yeah, but they're not like the Warriors. They're not like that. See, that was a different monster. You know how Steph is. Steph is the greatest shooter ever lived. So there's no one over there that's like that. So they're going to go through their spurts where they're going to miss a lot. And that's what's happened in both games. They've gotten up on us a lot of times because, like I said, we shoot ourselves in the foot. But they're going to miss because they don't have a bunch of, like, assassins out there. They got a bunch of dudes that can knock it down, yes. But there's no Steph Curry over there. There's no Klay Thompson. There's no Reggie Miller. So for me, I'm like, okay, we just got to get in the rhythm, and we just have to kind of keep, stay close. And I thought the Knicks did. Knicks down by 20, and we chip it down, get to 14, get to 7. Once we got to the 7, I said, okay, we can get these boys. And the one thing you have to give Tibbs credit on, man, is just the defensive adjustments, man, because I thought defensively we were great. Big task. There's no Allen Houston. Word up. That's what I'm saying. There's no Ray Allen, like none of them dudes. Guys over there can knock it down, but that's not Jaylen Brown's game. He can do that, but he's more of a penetrator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pause. Take it to the rack type of guy. That's just his game. So you got to identify. So eventually these dudes going to start missing. When they start missing, that's when we put our foot on our necks. And it's been back-to-back games now this has happened. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of them being stubborn, and then I think it's also to the Knicks defense. We got our rebounded again tonight because, once again, they shoot long threes. It's long rebounds. That's how they're getting us. But outside of that, I thought that we're pretty solid defensively, man. And then we're coming down. We're knocking down shots. Bridges was huge and dynamic in that fourth quarter, man. 14 big points for him. He was struggling offensively tonight, but it doesn't matter, man. No one's going to remember that. No one's going to remember that. What we're going to remember is, what did you do in winning time? Brunson didn't shoot well at all tonight. He was hot garbage. But what did he do in winning time? Hit that three over there in the corner. Then he hit that fall away. Then he got the layup right there on Horford when he did the step through. Then he hit the 2 free throws, which was clutch because he made the move on Drew Holiday, had him on skates with the spin move. Drew Holiday had to foul him. He had to foul him because Brunson was about to score. And Brunson was clutch, knocking down those 2 free throws. And that's ball game. That's 91-90. Gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love this team, man. This is huge, guys. Huge. No one gave us a shot. No one. No one believed in us. Everyone thought we was going to get scraped by these dudes. Everybody's quiet now. Everybody's quiet. The whole league is quiet. Let's go to the highlights, man. Let's take a look at them boys. Also, too, man, for me, also, too, you know, a big unsung hero who I think is, I think probably outside of Bridges, I think right behind him, to me, which is huge, is Josh Hart, right? And once again, I said it, man. Once again, big shouts to my man Ant over there on Knicks Nation. I said on his show, he asked me who my X factor was. I said, yo, it's going to be Josh Hart, man. Josh Hart's got to knock down shots. And that's what he has done. 23 big points for him, 6 rebounds. I thought him knocking down his shots, of course, rebounding, hitting those runners, I thought was fabulous, man, because now it puts the pressure back on them. He changes everything, man, because he's got to be able to score if they're going to leave him open. Knock it down, man. You can shoot it. Brunson even said to him that one time, he said, yo, man, he said, I get frustrated with you. He said, because, yo, you were Big East Player of the Year. You could score, man. You work on your shot. Just shoot it with confidence. Knock it down. He did that today, man. He did that today, and I thought he was amazing today. I thought he was sensational, man. Big shouts to him, man. I thought he was great. Yo, what about the big cat, man? I thought he set the tone for us in that second quarter. He started dominating in that Baja, right? They can't do nothing with him, man. They can't do nothing with him at all. At all. They have nobody that could check him. That's why I felt this would be his series. The only thing I get frustrated by is that when they're running their offensive sets, they kind of go away from him. And my thing is like, yo, man, keep on feeding the monster. They have nobody down there that could check him. And you see how Towns is. If the double comes, he's going to pass it to you if you cut or if you get open. But he was abusing Horford, man. Abusing him. And then when Brown was getting down there with him, he was taking him in that Baja too. They had this switch. They didn't even want Tatum to guard him because Tatum already picked up a foul right away. So they put Brown on him. And he started cooking him. Yo, listen. The Knicks gotta look to feature that, man. They have nobody. And then when we go to the double big, we dominate them because Mitch had a fabulous game. I'm gonna touch on him too. But to me, that's the mismatch, man. It's right there with Big Cat. Right there with Big Cat. You gotta identify that, man. That's the one thing that I was bothering me tonight. You gotta identify the mismatch. And I felt like in the beginning of the game, they did not do that. But then when he came back in there and they started going, I said, yo, that's it. That's all you got to do, man. This game is easy, man. It's not hard. That's all you have to do. And my thing is take full advantage of that, man. Take full advantage of that. There's nobody down there that can check him, none. And then, then it was the one play. He scored like 3 in a row. Then you have Campaign come down there chucking a 3. I said, yo, my man, what are you doing, dogs? We not at Rucker. This ain't 24-hour fitness. We in the playoffs, man. What are you doing? I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this guy, man? You could tell he's like out to lunch. So my frustration on that was like, yo, man, you got to identify that, man. You got to identify that, and it's not just with the pain thing. That's a Tips thing too. He's got to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I think for me, like that was big. Mitch was a monster tonight, man. Mitch was a monster on the boards. I thought he was great defensively. I thought Mitch, low-key, was the reason that forced Tatum to take that bad pass and that bad shot or whatever he was trying to do at the end of the game. It's where Bridges got the block. That was all Mitch because he couldn't get by Mitch. Mitch was moving his feet extremely, extremely well. He could not do it. And I said to you guys before, I think Mitch is going to be great in this series because of that exactly. Tatum can't get around Mitch the way he can. Now, you saw him going like full speed coming at Mitch, full speed. That's difficult for a big man to do. But right there at the top of the key, he can't really. Mitch can move his feet, man. He's a very athletic big man when it comes to that. And then he led him right to OG. OG led him right to Bridges. And bang, bang, boom. We up 2-0. Orlando, see what's going on, man. Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big win for them boys, 91-90. 2-0 in the series. Heading back to the Garden on Saturday. Josh Hart, 23 big points, 6 rebounds. So Mitch's presence is being felt. That's why they got to do the hack of Mitch, man. Because they can't deal with our double big lineup. They just can't. Especially with whatever's going on with Porzingis or whatever his deal is. I don't know. They say he's dealing with some type of illness. I don't know what it is. He can't play that much. He doesn't have the stamina or breathing. I don't know what's going on with him. But that changes everything, man. Mitch, I thought, was sensational. Sensational tonight from Mitch, man. Great game from him, man. So look, guys, take a look at the stats here. So look at this, guys. We shot 43% from the field. They shot 36%. And once again, guys, look, we were 9 for 31 from 3. They were basically the same thing. Like they were 10 for 40. They shot 25 or 26% from 3. Again, back-to-back games. Free throws, 8 to 10, 12 to 15. I thought the refs pretty much let everybody play. I didn't really have an issue with the whistle. I thought they were letting a lot of things go. I didn't really have I didn't have an issue with it. Because they were letting the guys play. And I kind of like that on both ends. And to me, I love that because now we know how the game's going to be, right? Like, if I know it's loose and you guys are kind of letting it, and some fouls like that foul at the end on Brunson, they got to call that. But certain things that like bang bang plays, you gotta let it rock, man. You gotta let it rock, and I love that. Earl Gals, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. But on the boards, once again, man, we got our rebound at 51 to 46. Those are those long rebounds, man. It's really, really hurting us, those long rebounds. And so I think that's what's going on there with that. You see the largest lead right there. They had 20. We had 5. And fourth quarter points, guys. Look at that fourth quarter, man. 30 to 17, we won that quarter. 30 to 17. Now, you look at this game, man. You look at everything that's going on. You look at the numbers. You look at the offensive output. Look at this. This is just a defensive game. This is playoff basketball, man. This is playoff basketball. You could easily say, okay, cool. They should have blown us out. Yeah, but it's not as easy as you think. Guys are getting tired because, they got to really play against us. We're making it hard every single time for them. So guys' legs are getting tight. You can see it. That's why they're not really shooting that well. Defensively, they got to guard us. So we're a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Offensively. And defensively, you got to think of how OG Anunoby wearing on Tatum, Bridges wearing on Tatum, Brown. That's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Even a guy like Derek White, they got to chase around or Drew Holiday. He didn't play. They got to chase around Brunson all day. That's a lot, man. Because Brunson is a load. So it takes away from you offensively. Even Pritchard, he was shooting through long threes, man. And you don't need to do that. But I'm just saying, that's the pressure the Knicks are putting on them. Corey Lindsay, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live. Big win for the boys, 91-90. Knicks go up 2-0 in the series. Cameron, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live, man. It's my first time seeing you coming through rocking with me and my crew. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. You got to love this team, man. You got to love this team. You got to love the fight and the grit that we have, man. And here's the thing, guys. We're up 2-0 in the series. We haven't even played our best game. We have not. We have not played our best game at all. So you got to love that, man. You gotta love that, man. You gotta love exactly the fight that we have and everything. It's just beautiful, man. It's just beautiful to see. Let me hop in the chat here, man. Let me see how everybody's doing, man. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through. I got 79 people in here tonight. Please, everybody, if you're coming through, hit that like button for me, please. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Get those likes up for me, man. But I appreciate everybody coming through, rock on me, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Big win for them boys, man. Huge. James Bream says, I ain't gonna front, man. I was killing Bridges the first 3 quarters till finally showed up and started knocking down some shots. You know what, Jay, man? I appreciate you being honest, man. I appreciate you being honest. But you know what it is, Jay? You got to identify that this guy's on our team now. The 5 picks are gone. So accept him as your teammate, and you want him to do well. So you can't kick a man when he's playing bad. You got to lift him up. Bridges said something. I'm going to play it for you. He talked about how he was struggling with making his shots, and it was wearing on him, right? But this is post-game interview that he had. So, but he said, who lifted him up, Jay? His teammates. His teammates lifted him up and was constantly giving him confidence and letting him know, like, yo, you the man, bro. We good. We good. We good. Keep on doing you. And through that, that's what helped him have that confidence that he has in that fourth quarter to do what he does. The guy can play ball, man. He's no scrub. So that's the things that I was saying I was barking way before, but everyone was just destroying this guy. I said, yo, this guy's a good ball player, man. He's no scrub. He's been to the finals. He's got championship DNA. You see it in winning moments. I don't care about what a guy looks in the first quarter, the second, or third. I don't give a flying. I don't care. What do you do when the money's on the table, when it's winning time? When it's winning time, what do you do? And that's what matters. Brunson didn't have a good game. Brunson played like garbage tonight. He didn't play well at all. But what did he do in winning time, man? He hit the 3, right? That Josh Hart gave him, boom, right? Then he hit the fall away, right? On Drew Holiday, right? So that's 5. Then he had the layup. That's 7. I think he scored again, right? Wait. He hit the free throws, right? So that's 9. I think he scored again, too, which might have been 11. 11 points in that fourth quarter, which was probably 9. I could be off a bit, but I'm just saying. And he didn't play well at all. His numbers were insane. I think I'm going to bring it up in a second, but I'm going to bring it up right now, actually, because you got me thinking now. His numbers were terrible tonight. Brunson did not play well at all. At all. And so, but in winning time, what does it look like, man? No one cares when you win the game, man. No one cares. No one cares. So I don't really care that you didn't, just continue to fight, man. Because we're gonna need everybody. I thought Cash should have got the ball more, but he didn't. But he came up with that big tip, right? He came up with that big tip right there, right? Brunson was 6 for 19 from the field, man. 6 for 19 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3, 7 assists, 17 points. He didn't play well at all, man. But it's all about winning time. It's all about winning time, and that's it. And that's all that matters. My man Catawara says Jamaica in the house, man. Oh, you in Jamaica right now? Yo, nice, man. Nice. The LV stretch is going further and further. People, look at that. I'm touching the islands now. Big shouts to you, Catawara, man. Truly appreciate it. GDO says the playoffs with the Knicks is a must-see TV. Agreed, man. Agreed. Eric Green says, yes, I believe this team has grit. Never give up. Go Knicks. Agreed. Jay Supreme says, we are a mentally tougher team. Jay, I agree with you, man. I agree with that. That Pistons series really helped us, man. It really, really did. Because earlier in the season, Jay, we didn't really have this. We didn't really have this fight, right? We dig deep to pull out victories like this, man. But that Detroit series really helped. That prepared us for this. Big Task says, the whole team played badly and we still won. Yo, listen, we didn't play our best. Big Task. You're absolutely right, man. And we still feels fabulous, man. Jay says, like I said last game, if we stay within 10 points, we can steal this game. Agreed. We got the closers, man. And we got the clutch player of the year. So that's all that matters. We got Brunson. We good. Vibe says, even grandpa and grandma is going to be at the game on Saturday. What? Your grandparents going to be at the game? Orange and blue skies. Yo, Vibes. That's what it is, Vibes. It's a vibe in the city right now. JD says they can't sustain a lead, man. That leads to psychological impairment. Word up. Agreed, man. Agreed, man. You could tell they're shook now. They're shook. Soon as it kind of starts getting sticky right there, you could tell they start overthinking it. And when them shots aren't falling, you could see that you could say they're like in retreat mode, man. The pressure's definitely on them now, more than it is on us. Eric Green, man, LV, we gotta love Josh. Yo, Josh Hart, man, heart and soul of this team, man. But you know what, Eric Green? I said that he was the key. He's the X factor because he's got to knock down shots. Because they're gonna give him that. They're gonna give him that, and that's what they're doing. They don't respect him, man, so he's got to knock it down. And when he goes to the rack, he's got to finish. You know what I'm saying? And so he's doing that, but he's knocking down that jump shot, man. Especially that three. What was Josh today? Josh was 3 for 6 from three, people. 3 for 6 from three, and he was 9 for 15 from the field, man. 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, 3 defensive, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 23 points. Josh Hart was all over the place, man. Josh Hart was all over the place. Beautiful game from him, man. Beautiful game from him. Yo, Tim, what's going on, man? Harlem all day, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Big win for them boys, 91-90. The Big Cat, 21 points, 17 rebounds. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 man. Jay Supreme says, man, they did the same thing against Miami 2 to 3 years ago. They got shook. Yeah, agreed. Listen, man, it's a lot of pressure, Jay, because there's nothing better. I said this before, guys. There's nothing better in sports than when you're like on a team and you're going in as the underdog, because there's no pressure on you, man. It's no pressure on you. The pressure's all on them because they're supposed to beat us. And not even beat us. You ready, guys? Some people said this will be over in 5. They would scrape the floor with us. Like, this is what people were saying about us. This will be over in 5. And look at us now. Like, this is the beauty of this game. You're the underdogs. No one believes you. You go on a road. You're going against the defending champs. This ain't just a good team. These are the defending champs. And you take both games. You basically rip their hearts out, man. You're going to see a different team. Boston's going to be ready to go Saturday, but so are we. So are we. So this is a different place to be in, man. This is a different place because now the pressure's all on them. Pressure ain't on us. We ain't even supposed to be here. We supposed to be down 2-0. So the pressure ain't on us. The pressure's on them. Because now they got to live up to whatever, clippings they were reading about themselves. This is easy, man. This is not hard to figure out at all. Now we come back to the city, man. Come back to the Garden, man. There's no better place. No better place. Big Taz says, LV, man, I just have one critique for Boston. Why would Tatum go to the strong side on that last shot? I think it's because of how Mitch was playing him. Mitch was leaning him. All right, boom, right? What does he shoot with? He shoots with his right, right? He's a right-handed player, right? Mitch was playing him to go left. He didn't let him go right. Because then he can go to his right side, right? Big Taz, he can go to his right side, boom, and he could pull from there. He could pull. Boom. He could do a fall-away right there, and he could knock it down. But instead, he's got to go left. So now the rim's right here. He's got to turn his body. He can't do that. So you got to force him left. You got to force him to this hand. Your left hand, let him drive that way. That's where he got. That's where he pushed him. So now he's off balance. He can't really square his shoulders and get the shot that he wants. So that's why that happened. That's all Mitch. That's all Mitch, man. He gets all credit for that. Corey Lynn says, LV, man, I missed the second half of the game, but I didn't doubt we were going to come back and win. Yeah, man. Listen, you missed the beauty, man. You missed the beauty. Big Taz says, okay, I'm done critiquing. Yo, man, yo, Big Taz, man. I'm just saying, man. The kid is a hell of a ball player, man. He's really, really, really good. He's really good. Listen, I said this before, man. You got to understand how hard it is coming from a place where you predominantly had the ball in your hand, like he's the guy over there taking all the shots, to where they say, you're not going to be the second option. Well, you're definitely not going to be the first option. You're not even going to be the second option. You're going to be the third option. So he's got to figure out pockets where he can really get busy. He can't do that. You see how Brunson is. Brunson's low-key like Iverson. Sometimes he passes, but he's going 1-4 flat every single time. He's looking for ways to attack. Then you got Cat. Bridges, it takes guys time to kind of get used to what their role is. When you've been the last couple of years, you've been the man at your other spot shooting the ball 30 times a game. That's a change, man. Like no other. So I told you guys that's why it was difficult for him. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a situation to where he can't play. Of course he could play, but now he's got a new role. And he's not the same Bridges from Phoenix. Like, he changed his ways because now he's at a place in Brooklyn where now he's the ball dominant guy. They want him to score. So he changed his whole game. So now you tell him, okay, we don't want you to do that. We want you to go back to that. It's not that easy to do that. It's not that easy. And my biggest thing with Big Taz was this. You guys are talking about this guy like he's a bum. This guy made it to the league. This guy won championships. This guy was a highly ranked recruit. This guy has been to the NBA Finals. This guy, he's never come off the bench. He started every year since he came out of college. This guy can score. He can do these different things. He's like first team all defense. Like, this guy, he can play, but he's no bum. But the guys are talking about him like he was the worst thing ever. And I just didn't like that. And I just knew that, yo, man, he can play, and we're going to need him when the time is right. And look at him now, man. Look at him now. You could see the championship DNA, man. You could see it. Hey, guys, let's hear from Tibbs, man. Let's hear from Tibbs. I thought it was a decent job from him tonight. Thought he could have did better with certain things, but, we'll take it.
Yeah, and that's the playoffs. You got to keep fighting. Every possession matters. And you got to play all 48 minutes. And so we started slowly, got in a big hole, dug our way out, and then guys made a lot of tough plays. They were at their best when their best was needed down the stretch.
Coach, as far as I know, this is the first time in the NBA playoff history all the road teams won game one, and the second game you won. There is no more home court advantage in NBA?
It seems like it's changing, so I think just the way the game goes now, you can make up ground, I think, a lot quicker, with the way teams shoot threes. And I know, like, for the writers who are around us, they always think every lead is safe, but it's not. And so everything does matter.
Tom, on that last play, just, I guess, walk us through a little bit. It looked like Mitch and OG basically forced him to the left, and what you saw from there.
Yeah, and I thought there was good team defense on that. There was a swarm, and Tatum is so tough when he gets any speed and he's going downhill. So you need bodies in front of him, and then the pursuit from behind is also important. But I thought in the fourth quarter our defense was outstanding, and that's what we need to do for the entire game. And I was still really concerned about the rebounding. We have to fix that.
Obviously, you don't want to get in the habit of 20-point comebacks. What does that say about the character of this team?
Well, always have the belief, I think, in each other. I think you get to the playoffs, it's about really your mental toughness, your defense, and your teamwork, and always having the belief that you can do something better and you can find a way to win, right? So it's a long game, keep playing, and that's what they did. And this team has been that way all season long. We dealt with, Mitch being out more than the first half of the season. Then Jalen took the injury in March, and just they kept marching forward, and I think that's important for us. Thought Mitch gave us a huge lift off the bench. Cat was, huge, had the big putback. I think Mikhail, the way he scored in the fourth was huge for us. It gave us a lot of confidence. And then, Jalen that's Jalen. It doesn't matter what's going on in the game. He's going to be at his best when his best is needed. Timely plays, but there was a lot of hustle plays in there as well.
Well said by Tibbs, man. Well said by Tibbs, man. I thought it was a great breakdown by him, man. I thought, he started breaking down everybody, man, and everybody what they did and contributed, man. I thought it was a total team effort tonight, man. But most importantly, what I think more than anything is that we didn't stop believing, right? We didn't stop believing. Everybody really fought through this. And I thought that, similar to what you said, Jay Supreme, we keep it close. 10 to 12, 14 points, we're in there. 5-6 minutes left. We got the closer. We're too good of an offense. And if you notice, guys, we're also better defensively now, too. We got guys that can make shots. And we also have guys that can get stops. We're great on the glass. You see, Cat was great tonight. 17 big rebounds for him. Mitch, I thought, was awesome. So we have all the intangibles. And then we got the best closer in the league, man. So I think with anything, I never feel like we're out of any game just because of those things that I just mentioned. But I think now, we got to really start identifying, okay, why are we getting down by so many points? Like, we get how Boston's good. Like, what do we need to do to get better? Because I know for a fact the Garden's going to be on fire Saturday. We just can't get lost in that and don't get caught up in, that's the pressure of being in the Garden. You know what I'm saying? Playing at home. I think it's going to be electric, man. I think the ceiling's going to blow off when they introduce the squad, right? So the Knicks have to keep their composure, stay in the moment, keep the same mindset they had on the road, and I think we can make this interesting, man, and go up 3-0, man. If we go up 3-0 in this series, man, these boys are finished, man. I think these guys are done. And so, this is interesting, man. This is going to be very, very interesting to see. But, but once again, we got to come out ready to go Saturday, man, and not get behind by like 20 points or just not be on point offensively. Mr. Blanks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big time win for the boys, 91-90, man. The Big Cat, 21 points, 17 rebounds. Disc Rover. Yo, man, them dudes got to be focused. Come on, Disc Rover, man. Nah, we don't need none of them. We don't need none of them coming to the game, man. Everybody stay focused. Everybody stay focused. I remember that comment from Hathaway. Who you talking about, Big Taz? Who you talking about, Big Taz? Tim says, man, I'll tell you, if we win Saturday, it's a wrap on Monday where they're right. Yeah, man. Yeah, Saturday's gonna be big. That's the game. That's the game, Tim. Even if we lost today, Tim, Saturday's the game. Saturday is the game. This Grover says, nah, LV, man, you don't understand. Nigerian Prince needs the house. Nah, come on. This Grover, listen, man. Look, man, you got to stay focused, man. You got to stay focused. You can't be coming in here with that. Listen, we need these guys focused. Here you go, bringing the shorties, man. We don't need them right now, this Grover. They're on timeout. They're on timeout right now. Let's focus on the game, this Grover. You know what I'm saying? You want to party and jump off of roofs and everything like that and go skinny dipping. We got to hold it down, this Grover. Chill out. You're trying to get our boys in trouble. We're trying to win, man. CC, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big time win for them boys. 91-90, man. Go up 2-0 in the series, man. Yeah, Mr. Blanks, here we go, man. Worry about it. In the offseason, man. Come on, man. I said the same thing. Yo, this Grover, man. He said, nah, that's what gets him focused. No, it doesn't, man. No, it doesn't, B. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, boss. It doesn't get none of them focused, man. Trust me. Yo, people, everybody hit that like button for me, man. I got 101 people up in here, man. You know, LV Live, I'm doing this solo, man. My channel's still very new compared to everybody else's. I got 101 people in here. Everybody hit that like button for LV Live, man. Atlantic Lion, what's going on, man? One of my day ones, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big time win for the boys, 91-90. Tim says Saturday's game will show us and the league if we're really title contenders and we can go to the finals and win it all. Yo, listen, man. Yo, listen, Tim. Here's the thing, Tim, because I'm not jumping out the window just yet. I got to hold it down, Tim. If we beat these boys, right, because they're still the champs, you got to respect them. Are we worried? Are we worried about Indiana next Friday? No, we're not ready. We're not worried about them. We're not worried about them at all. I was more concerned about Detroit than I am Indiana. Plus, we need that get back. We need that get back. You know, everyone's talking about Halliburton because he hit that shot. He think he Brunson. Everyone needs to chill out. If we could get Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals. But listen, let's not think that far. Like CC said, look at CC. CC's on point, keeping everybody in line, right, CC? Staying present in the moment. Big time win tonight, man. Big time win tonight for them boys. Proud of these guys, man. Jay Supreme said that ball needs to go into Cat early and often. They're going to send the double at him. We need a shooter on the sides to make them pay when they do that. And Jay Supreme, thank you, Jay Supreme. Thank you. I was about to throw my hat at the... Listen, Jay, I was screaming that at my television. Screaming that. This is easy, man. That's the mismatch. And to me, that's where Tibbs is dropping the ball, man. Like, big time. I don't care what they do. Everybody, let's be honest. Tibbs is coming back. We're not going to talk about how I feel about it. But Tibbs is coming back. He's going to have to go out and get like an OC, man, like an offensive coordinator like football does. Like, he's got to get an offensive guy. This whole read and react stuff, like, the offense looks terrible, man. And that's what happens when you play against like these top teams. Your offense gets exposed. He doesn't know what he's doing offensively. Defensively, yeah, we're locking in. But offensively, you can see what's read and react. That's why Brunson's all over the place, because you're playing against top defensive teams. But the one mismatch, which is like glaring, like high beams, is the big cat in that Baja. They cannot hold him, man. They cannot. We got to run our offense through him. And like you said, and I've been saying, when the double comes, he's smart enough to kick it out. And you get guys to knock it down. But the double's coming. The double is coming. But let him cook, man. You saw what he did to Al Horford. You saw what he did last game to Tatum. You saw when Brown was trying. No one could hold him in that Baja. I would listen. The only time he's knocking down threes if it's a trail. If he's trailing up and we got him, boom, he can catch and shoot. Bang. After that, I'm going to tell him, yo, get your ass in that Baja and let's get busy. Like, because no one can check you. He should be averaging 40 and 20. That should be his numbers. There's no one that can check him. Porzingis is sick. We don't know what's going on with him. Cornette can't deal with him. He's taking Al Horford to school. Al Horford looks like he should be in a retirement home. That's how bad he looks against Towns. This is easy work, man. This is not hard. This is where Tibbs is dropping the ball. I was like, yo, Tibbs, come on, man. Come on, man. I don't want Brunson running a 1-4 flat. We don't need him to go ISO right now. Let's run the offense through Cat. That's your other all-NBA guy. You just don't have one all-NBA guy. I was screaming this at the television. Then second quarter comes when they start feeding it to Cat. He starts getting busy. I said, yo, man, Even Stevie Wonder can see this. Tips, why you didn't do this in the beginning? Cat starts cooking. Then Campaign jacks up a 3. I said, yo, get him out. I would yank him out right there. I'll call a timeout. I'll say, yo, Dylan Wright, let's go. You sit on the bench, my man. You sit down and have a Coke and a smile. Relax. Enjoy the game. You got to do that, man, with guys like that. When he's doing stupidness like that, my man, have a seat. Relax. Enjoy the game. You want to order room service back at your room? You want to, do whatever. Go on Amazon. I don't care. Go, go on eBay, order some stuff. But you're not getting back in this game. They ran 3 straight plays to Cat, and he got busy. He got 2 and 1s. He got 2 and 1s, and then he finished strong on Al Horford going to go on baseline. Then Campaign comes down and jacks up a 3. That's how you know that they're kind of giving free reign to do what they want. And that's the problem with this offense. Boston's offense looks fluid. That's why, because their offense looks fluid because they're running an offense. So guys are always open. If you notice, they're getting a lot of open shots. Guys are cutting baseline. No one's cutting for us. We don't have none of that going. It's a read and react system. So I'm like, yo, come on, man. Come on, this is a joke. And so, to me, this offseason, that's what should be focused on. We need to get, because you got to unlock these guys offensively. If we get an offensive guru in here, we will be destroying the league. I'm telling you right now, because we got the pieces for it. We got the pieces for it, especially with the ascension offensively of OG Anunoby. We got the pieces for it. The biggest mismatch is Karl Anthony Towns on anybody. On anybody. I don't care who you put down there. Anybody. That's what we need to go to. With that being said, let's hear from Towns, man. The big cat.
I think if we've shown anything to the NBA and to the fans, that we're a gritty team and we're just going to keep fighting to the last one.
How would you describe these 2 ball games, these 2 wins in Boston?
Just playing the best. You understand that things may not go your way, but you just got to, stick together. I think we're seeing the continuity this team has and the belief we have in each other. And when we needed to show it the most. And these last 2 games, we've done it.
What's going through your mind when you see Mikal get a steal to ice it for the second night in a row?
I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does. We got the clutch player of the year in the NBA, and we possibly got one of the most clutchest defenders in the NBA as well. So it's only right that, for all the talk people have done about Mikal, it's when the lights were the brightest that he gets to show his worth.
You think you guys maybe need to just spot them 20 points at the beginning of every game?
No, don't start that. No. We got to obviously play better. I talked about before the game, we had to execute at a higher level. We did our best. We did, obviously do as well as we wanted to, but, this team, man, it's just so special. The guys in here, we stay connected even through the bad. And, we just find a way. So shout out to them, but playing a really, really good team, you got to, we can't keep spotting 20-point leads and expect to come out with a win.
Kat, what can you say about the defense tonight, especially in the fourth quarter, only allowing a high-powered Celtic team only 17 points?
I mean, it's a testament to these guys, the resiliency of these guys and the belief that no matter how the game's going, we could find a way. So we're showing it in the Detroit series. We're doing it again here, but it's just these guys, man. This locker room is full of guys who believe in each other.
What does it mean going back to the Garden up 2-zip?
It means we up 2-zip. I mean, but it doesn't really mean anything. If anything, it's taught me experience from last year. We were up 2-0 the same way in both away games in Denver, and we came home and we left our home 2 games 2-2. So we can't take anything for granted. We got to find ourselves executing at a higher level. We can't keep doing these 20-point leads for Boston and hope to come back and win the game. We gotta play better. We gotta shoot better. We gotta execute better. We can't start having that kind of Knicks basketball being played down 20. We gotta start from the fifth to start the game that way and finish the game that way. 48 minutes.
Well said by the big cat. Well said by the big cat. See my son put his stunner shades on, right? He said, "Yo, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put the shades on, man, because my future is so bright." You know what I'm saying? That's what big cat did just now. He's 1,000% correct on everything he said, man. He made a lot of great points. Of course, he talked about Bridges in there, but what he talked about is how we got to execute, man. We got to execute. We got to execute. We can't, these are the defending champs. We can't be going in thinking that we can start off every game being down 20 and fight back. But see, that's the offense. You know what I mean? My man Jay Supreme dropping jewels up in here today. He's on fire. He said, yo, organized playground ball. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Yeah, Mike D'Antoni and Tibbs. Yo, maybe, man. I don't know. Somebody. But I'm just saying, like, that's what it feels like, man. And so, to Cat's point, he understands, like, yo, man, like, we got to put our foots on these dudes' necks, man. Because listen, they're shook right now, man. They're shook. They're backpedaling, man. You got the champ on the ropes. In the words of the great Ric Flair, right? In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. That's the key here. So I don't want it easy. You want to beat a champ, you got to beat the champ. You just can't beat him just a little bit. You got to knock him out. And so that's the thing. So you got to take full advantage of this Saturday. You got to, man. You got to. Because even though Boston going up 20, right? It wasn't like they went up 20 because we were playing so bad. Like I thought that, yo, we had the game. We were right there. It's just execution. It's just running the right plays. Boston has got a great offense because they got a great offensive system. That's coaching. That's what he's implementing certain things that's going to help them get good looks. It's whatever they're going through during the offseason, during the training camp, all those different things to make their offense flow the way it should be flowing. It looks effortless out there for them. Our offense looks like we're stuck in mud. That's a scheme thing, man. It's not the players. We have the second best offense or top 5 or top 3. I'm just want to make sure I'm correct. Top 3 offenses in the league this year. Right? And that's because of Cat and Brunson, what they're able to do. And then, of course, the ascension of OG Anunoby and Bridges and Hart, Douche. Right? You name it. We just were great offensively this year. Towns was a monster this year. But that's just because of those guys' skill sets, man. But imagine if you get a guy in here who offensively knows how to press the right buttons and runs the right sets. Imagine what this offense could look like, man. We got the pieces. We got the pieces. And to me, that's what's hurting us. Tim says, what I love about this team is 4 out of 5 of our starters are capable of all scoring 20 or more in one game. But it can be Saturday where everybody's clicking at the same time. Listen, Tim, agreed, man. Agreed. But that's the key, though. That's the key. We got to be clicking, man. So the thing is that you got to make sure that, whatever we're running, that we're looking at getting the best shot. We're running a fluid offense, and we're also running everything through Cat, man. Like we got to run it through Cat. Look at this Rover. Says, I still don't know why Cat is averaging 13 point attempts. That's what I'm saying, this Rover. But this Rover, that's coaching, man. That's coaching. Y'all got 120 people up in here, man. Once again, man, hit that like button for your boy LV Live, man. And doing some numbers tonight. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man. Once again, I do this for y'all. So I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But this Rover, that's coaching, man. That's coaching. That's what that is. That, like, everyone's got to, like, identify what the mismatch is, but that's what he's got to do, man. He's got to do that instead of doing this. You could tell he doesn't know what he's doing. You see Missoula going out there. He's going out there calling out plays. I'm watching him run out there saying, this is what he's doing this. Tibbs is just doing that. He don't know what he's doing, man. Namrit, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big win for them boys, man. It's late, man. Late night, man. But we got to do it, man. We got to get it in. for these boys, man. 2-0 up in the series, man. Who saw this coming, man? Who saw this coming? Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Number says, we're going to need Cam and Deuce to perform. Listen, I thought Deuce was solid tonight. And I thought Deuce was great defensively, too. He's getting after with Peyton Pritchard. Like, I feel like he's taking this personally. He knocked down, what was Deuce tonight? I think he knocked down one of his threes. What was he, one? I think he had 6 points tonight. Deuce had 6. Deuce had 5. He was 1 for 2 from 3. And he had 2. He was only able to make a couple of shots. But I thought Deuce's intensity was good. Man, Deuce was a +9, man. Deuce was a +9 when he was out there. I thought Deuce was solid, man. I thought he's solid. He looks confident too. He's got a different bop to his step. You know what I'm saying? You could see it. The confidence is there. So so I do love that. Cam, I don't know what's going on with him now. He came down there chucking a 3 when Cat just was just scorching these boys. He come down there just chucking up a 3. These guys, man. Atlantic Lion says, if we are being real, Boston is bricking a lot of good shots. It ain't going to be like that forever. We need to start strong and stop digging holes and barely getting out. Listen, Atlantic Lion, you're absolutely right. But Atlantic Lion, let me say this, though. I think as much as Boston is bricking, you got to give credit to the Knicks defense because I think they're making it hard for Boston in many aspects. Like, it's not that easy for them to get off shots. They're getting off screens and stuff like that, and they're hitting shots, but a lot of their shots are rushed. They're getting long rebounds. They got to play really hard on defense because these guys are really good offensively, and Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, and of course, Brunson and Cat. So unlike last series, they didn't really have nobody to really worry about offensively. They got 4 dudes out there that they got to really watch because they can really light it up. Kind of what Tim said, right? 4 out of 5 plays, you can light it up, score 20 points. So that takes a toll on you. So when stuff like that happens, it really doesn't impact like your psyche. It impacts your body, like your legs. So sometimes you don't really think you're tired, but your legs are telling you. So a lot of times your shot is either long, it's short, you're aiming near your shot. That's what it felt like. You could tell Al Horford was tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, he's ancient, right? He's been in this league for 40 years. So I'm just saying. So you could just tell that these guys were tired. You could see it because they're really expending a lot of energy because the Knicks are a lot to deal with offensively. You can't sleep on them dudes. You just can't sleep because offensively they can explode. Because look, I'm gonna show you the minutes, right? So look at the minutes, man. Tatum played 42. Derek White played 40. Jaylen Brown played 41. They only went 8 deep, man. They only went 8 deep. So you gotta understand these guys are tired, man. They usually go 9 deep. They're only going 8 deep, man. Knicks went 8 deep also. Mikal Bridges played 43 minutes. OG played 38. Cat played 35. Brunson played 38. Josh Hart played 43. Mitch had 22 minutes, man. Yo, Mitch was 3 for 5 tonight, man. Mitch was big. Mitch was a +19 for money making Mitch. 8 rebounds, 5 defensive, 3 offensive rebounds, man. Yeah. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Corbin says, LV, man, how confident are you are you about game 3? I'm very confident, man. I'm very confident. We just got to come out and just be ready to go because they're fighting for their playoff life. They know they can't go down 3-0 to us. They know that. We're too good of a team. Like the Knicks aren't going to lose this series. We go up 3-0. We're not. So we got to be prepared for what's coming on Saturday. They're going to be ready to go. Right? So we got to be prepared for that. This Rover says, now we went 7 deep. Yeah, because Cam only played, what Cam play 5 minutes? He played 5 minutes. But That's a good point. Yo, why you not playing Shamit, man? Yo, he's got to give Shamit some minutes, man. No, how's it? Yeah, man. Yo, he sprained his ankle really bad, man. He rolled his joint. He gonna be out for a minute. I don't think he's gonna be ready for Saturday neither. So I think they're gonna go 8 deep again also. But yo, why isn't he playing Shamit, man? Shamit can't get no minutes, man. Like, why not, man? He can help us out, man, on that second unit, especially. It just doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense at all. Atlanta Lions says the thing about Boston's offense is that it's fluid, a lot of moving screens, similar to Golden State. We are lucky to be up 2-0 out of Boston. Atlanta Lions, listen, I agree with you. I agree. Listen, their offense is fluid, man. But they don't have the weapons that Golden State had when they were out there. Remember, when they were rolling, when they were really good, is when they had KD over there. So you got to think what they were, man. They had KD, they had Clay, they had, of course, Steph. Draymond's I don't like him, but he's a basketball. His IQ is very, very high, man. So Draymond's no scrub. His skill set's not as good as everybody else. He knows that, but he knows the game here, right? And you had a couple of you had Iguodala, right? You had another good guy who knows how to win, right? They had a crew, man. They had a crew over there. They had a crew. So Boston is running basically the same thing. And the ill thing is that with a lot of back cuts, with a lot of screens, we could be running the same stuff, man, but we don't have an offensive guy over here. You're going to need an offensive guy this offseason. I don't care. I don't care what happens in the series. I don't care what happens in the playoffs. We need an offensive guy in here ASAP, man. ASAP. Because you could see it. You could see it. And we got the punch. We got the offensive punch to do it, but we're not running nothing, man. What did Jay say? It's like running playground basketball, man. Right? That's all it is. This Rover says Landry can make cuts too. That's what I'm saying, man. And he can shoot. So you know what I'm saying? So once again, I think this is a Tibbs blunder, man. Like, I don't know why you're not playing that guy. You know what I'm saying? See what he could do, man. Like, I don't know. I just, How about Delon Wright, right? Shamit is probably a defensive liability in Tibbs' mind. Yo, Atlantic Lion, man, I thought Shamit was solid defensively, man. I didn't think he was bad. I thought he was solid. I like Delon Wright, though, Atlantic Lion, for Payne, because you saw what he did tonight. Man, listen. Ain't no way. But once again, man, but that's where I lean into the coaching piece. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow, like, if Cam Payne is coming out chucking threes like that, yo, he would not get off the bench again. I would be like, yo, I would play Delon Wright over him because I know he's not going to do that. And he's going to play defense. And he's bigger. So is Shamit. This is an easy fix. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you pay attention to it, why would he change things now? Because the Tibbs mindset, he's an old guy. He's going to feel like, well, we won. So why would I change things now? Not going to, you know what I'm saying? Which doesn't make any sense. But he's going to say, but I won. So why would I change things up? Why would I do that? Now, Landry is actually good on defense. Yo, he's solid, man. He's solid. His only weakness is his height. Nah, he's got good size, man. He's got good size this world. He's about 6'4", 6'5". Delon Wright is 6'5". He's got great size, man. Pacers going 11 deep. Yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. Rick Carlisle, man, that's how he does things out there. That's why they got that run and gun offense. Thing with them is they can't defend. They can't defend. We can defend. That's why they're going to have a problem with us. Not saying they're not going to be. It's going to be a tough series. If we were to get the Pacers, Jay, I think it goes 7. I think it goes 7. And I think we pull it out because now we don't have the injuries. And now OG is here. Because OG, we was up 2-0 them boys last year. OG got hurt, pulled the hamstring. Now we got Cat. Cat changes everything. I think we beat them. But I think it goes 7 because they've been playing really, really good as of late. But let's not jump out the window. Let's not go there. I don't want to jinx us. Let's focus on Saturday. All right, man. Let's hear from Bridges, man. The hero of tonight. Let's hear from Bridges, man.
Roll and Mitch run him off the line, playing good defense, and then OG even helping him out, and then just trying to react, and so OG make him take a tough step back and just try to help him try to win a game.
What was your role though in that last play? How special was that?
It was great, man. It's always great to get a win, especially through the whole night and battling back. Great feeling.
Is that like a Witherspoon thing again, or what was going on? I mean, no.
I think it's just playing basketball and reading and knowing how much time is left and help a player like Tatum shine in those moments and want to get to a spot. So just trying to help my team win.
Kel, what was your mindset in the fourth quarter? Because offensively, you started to take over.
Yeah, man, just everything in my teammates, man. They helped me up, throughout the whole me missing every shot, until that point. And it's really truly them, them just holding me together and keep me mentally right and just telling me to keep going. And I think Coach also just trusted me, coming out the forefront to play for me and just putting that confidence in me. But man, it's really my teammates and my coaches, man. They really helped me up.
Miguel, how would you describe the quality of this win tonight?
It's great, man. Just finding ways to win. That's the biggest thing. I always try to just find a way to win, and obviously we want to start better. But that's the biggest thing. Just always just trying to find a way.
Miguel, Jason Tatum is averaging 32 points at the Magic series, but at the Knicks series, he's averaging like 16. For being the primary and secondary defender, what did you do to make an MVP player off like that?
Man, it's not really me, man. It's a lot of my teammates, OG, Kat, Mitch, everybody, Josh, everybody in the matchups that's up there, and just playing team defense and just trying to help each other out.
I think you guys need to. Would your mindset be different if you weren't hearing what you were hearing from your teammates?
I don't know, man. I want to say it's all my teammates. I feel like I'm pretty mentally strong, but it was wearing on me a little bit, just missing shots, and it's really just missing shots is affecting us. I'm trying to win a game, and me missing is not going to help us. So, it's hurt me that I'm making my team lose at that moment, and but man, it's really just shout out to them for real.
Yo, did you hear that, man? Did you hear what he said about his teammates? Did you hear how he broke that down? Yo, big shouts to my man Ant from Knicks Nation, man. Everybody, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to his channel. It's my guy, man, Big Ant. Yo, Ant, I told you Josh Hart, the X Factor, right? Josh is the X Factor. 23 points from him. Big shouts to my man Ant, man. My guy over there, Knicks Nation, man, does big things as always. You hear what Mikkel said, man? Do you hear that, guys? Do you hear that breakdown? You see, this is the importance of the brotherhood, man. This is the importance of the brotherhood. He said it. He said, yo, man, I kind of started feeling down on myself, man. Paraphrasing now, LV is doing. Because my team they need me to hit shots, and I'm not knocking down shots. So it kind of started wearing on me a bit. But my teammates uplifted me. My coaches calling plays for me. That made me feel good about myself. You guys see now what I was saying about the importance of the brotherhood? You got to love your teammates. You can't kick a guy while he's down because he had a bad game. Do you see that? These guys know, man. They know when they're not playing well. They know when they're missing shots. They know this. But we got to uplift our teammates. We got to uplift the brotherhood, man. Trust from a guy. I was in those locker rooms. I know how it feels. When you're missing shots, you just seem like you don't have it today. You need your brothers to uplift you. They need the fans to uplift him, man. Not kick him while he's down. Dudes were destroying this guy. You heard me on this show barking on dudes. But this is why you don't do that, because you need them. You need them. You need to feed that confidence to these guys when they're down. And look at what he did in that fourth quarter. Look at what he did. 14 big points from him, that big block on Tatum. Game time. Game time. Game time. Knicks 2 open, 2 up, 2-0 in the series, man. Oh, man, you got to love it, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it, man. Man, Jay Supreme says, I can respect that from Bridges. Of course, man. Come on, boss. Yo, he's a player, man. He's a person still. He knows. He knows. But that's the importance of uplifting people, man. That's the importance of uplifting people, man. Especially your teammates. Because you're going to need them. You're going to need them to be at their best. And that's what he was in that fourth quarter, man. Ant says you were right. Yo, Ant, I told you, Ant. He's the X factor. Ant, he's got to knock down shots, Ant. They're going to give it to him. He's got to knock it down. And what did he do? Ant, 3 for 6 tonight from 3. That's the ball game. Listen, him knocking down them shots, that's the ball game. 23 big points from him, man. That's huge. Huge, especially coming from a guy they don't respect offensively. If he knocks down shots, it changes everything for us. Everything. This Rover says, can you imagine we sweep these fools? Yo, I can't think that far, this Rover. One game at a time, man. One game at a time. Jason's LV, man, but at the same time, man, he has to apply to the coach too. Fair is fair, bro. But the same has to apply to the coach too. What do you mean? What do you mean it has to apply to the coach too? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Break it down, Jay. What do you mean it has to apply to the coach too? What has to apply to the coach? I said a lot there, so that's what I'm asking. Break it down. Are you talking about? I just want to be clear, Jay. Are you talking about like the support? Is that what you're saying? The support of the coach? I just want to make sure I'm reading this the right way. What you're saying? Supporting the coach? Is that what you're saying? The same thing we apply to Mikal Bridges, we should apply to the coach. Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure before I answer. Big time win for them boys, man. Big time win for them boys. 91-90, man. Huge. 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 This row says, yo, I still can't believe Mikal layup lines, Bridges, still both forget. Yo, listen, man, that's what it is. You can't kick the coach. Okay. So you're saying this has got to apply to the coach too. This is where you're wrong, Jay. This is where you're wrong. We've given him all of his love, Jay. We've given it to him. We've given him all his love, saying Tibbs is the reason why this team is back. And we've given him all the love, Jay. It's not like he hasn't. This guy came in this year and everybody was destroying him. Jay, they were killing this guy. It was like a month into the season. Remember before he got busy in December? They was destroying him in November. They were killing this guy. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jay? Like, they were killing him. He didn't even get it was early in the season and they were killing Bridges. You remember that, Jay? Not saying you. I'm saying the fans were destroying this guy. Right? Let's be clear now. I didn't go on this rant yesterday. I went on this rant maybe way back in like December or something like that. I went on this rant about how these guys were killing them. So that's what I'm saying. With this Tibbs thing, this stubborn stuff has been going on like year after year now. Like, this is nothing new. That's what I'm saying with the Tibbs piece. We've given him all the love about getting us out of the dungeon of the league and blah, 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 blah. We gave him all of that. But now, Jay, we're seeing the same problems with him and how he's basically kind of reached his ceiling. This is year one of Mikal. This is year one. Like, we haven't even, like, that's what I'm saying, Jay. We got to give him time, right? The coach, he's been in 5 years, Jay. He's been in 5 years. Yes, we got 2 51 seasons. Like, that's great. I'm not knocking that, right? I think he's done a great job. But what I'm saying, Jay, is that I think he's reached his ceiling. because there's certain things that you're seeing this year, Jay, that's popping his little head out that you're saying, yo, Tibbs, you got to do this. He doesn't do that at all. And he's got the power to do it. He's got the power to do it. You know, Disc was making a joke about the layup lines. If a player's got to say, yo, we should do layup lines to wake us up, there's a problem, Jay. That means the coach ain't really connected to what's going on. He's off in the office looking at plays. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. So it's a lot of little nuances that this team needs to get to the next step that I don't know. Even still, I don't know that he's I just don't think he's got the skill set to do so. Oh, look at my man Ant, man. Big shouts to you, man. I appreciate you giving me, man, super chat right here for my man Ant. Look at that $4.99. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, boss. I got almost 130 people in here, man. I appreciate that, man. Feeling great right now, man. Job ain't done. Finish them now. Agreed. Everybody also, too, make sure you please go through and subscribe to my man Ant's channel, Knicks Nation. Listen, those guys are doing big things over there. Big things. Big things from my man Ant. Yo, Ant, we got to connect, Ant. We got to connect. We got to talk about this. Also, too, if we get through this, Ant, I think I might be in Eastern Conference Finals, man. So we might have to do an in-game thing again. We're going to have to talk about it, though, Ant. We're going to chop it up. We got to build on that, Ant. Jay Supreme says, facts, man. I've been on Bridges' side the whole season, but I've gotten on him a little bit the past 2 months. Yeah, man, but you know what? Listen. Agreed, Jay. Like, I understand that. My main thing is that, well, you know what my issue is, man. Like, I've said this numerous times on this show, man. Like, the guy's a really good ball player, right? And so, you know, I'll throw this out there to you, Jay. Like, and this is once again where it falls back on the coach. We've all said he's struggling out there with Brunson. A lot of guys are, because Brunson's a ball-dominant guy. And you know, the court shrinks with him, as well as Towns. He's not going to get the touches he's going to get in Brooklyn, right? So why don't you put him out there with the second unit and let him cook? You know what happened in that fourth quarter? He was out there when Brunson wasn't out there. And that's when he started cooking. He started getting his shots. He started getting that mid-range. He started getting that follow. He took it to the basket, went underneath the rim, finished, right? He was hitting those threes. That's when Brunson wasn't there. I think the one, Brunson hit him on a break, but the other ones, Brunson wasn't there. So what I'm trying to tell you is we've been screaming for him to be on that second unit so he can really flourish offensively. That comes down to coaching, boss. That ain't nothing else to that. You know what I'm saying? So that was always the frustration, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, you got to help guys adjust. You just can't be like, well, they're pros and whatever. You know what I mean? That's a really old way of thinking, but you know, it is what it is. Jason, we definitely need an OC. Yo, we need an OC like yesterday. Them guys on the bench don't know what they're doing, man. You see Mo Cheeks, right? He's sleeping. He's out to lunch, man. He probably calling plays back from 1982 when he was there with Moses Malone in the Sixers. He's probably calling them plays. Well, this play work with Moses, Tibbs. You should probably run this. He don't know what does he even do? it's insane, man. Atlantic Line says, nothing more scary than a dog backed in a corner, and that's where Boston is right now, right? Let's get them bums out of here and finish them in the Garden. Yeah, man. You can't play around with them, man. You can't play around with them, Atlantic Line. You can't. You got to take care of business right now. You got. They're wounded right now, Atlantic Line. They're wounded, and like you said, they're backed in a corner. Right, so you got to take full advantage. You got the champ on the ropes. You got to finish the champ. You got to knock him out. This Grover says, no, we need an offensive coordinator Tibbs will actually listen to. You know what has to happen, this Grover? I'm glad you said that. What has to happen is this. He actually needs Leon and them to tell him he needs to get an offensive coordinator or else. Like, it's got to be one of those. You better get this or else. You have no choice, Tibbs. It's got to be something on those lines. And to where he gets a guy or they hire a guy and he's forced to listen to the guy. Tim says, I will tell you this. When we win the chip this year, that parade and festivities is going to be crazy, and I'm going to be right there. Your word up. I'm going to go down too, man. Definitely going to go down too. But listen. Let's not jump the gun here. Let's not jump the gun. Let's stay focused on Saturday, people. Let's stay focused on Saturday. What did my man Ant say? Job's not finished. What did Kobe say? Kobe said, job finished? Job not finished. So what are we even talking about, right? That's what Kobe said. Rest in peace, man, Bean Bryant. Oh, man, great win. Great win. But listen, people, let me get up out of here. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. I truly appreciate it. Big win for them boys, 91-90. Go up 2-0 in the series, heading back to the Garden on Saturday. I will be back to do a show after that game, so please come through and check it out. All right, people, listen, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button, people. All right, also, too, if it's your first time coming through rocking with me and you're watching us on the replay gang, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, people, but listen, that's my show. Big time win for them boys. Go up 2-0 in the series. Let's get this win and get 3-0 on Saturday. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.